He'll see me again if I say his name 4 times. Fort Dundee. Fort Dundee. I don't make me.
That only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
Under the collar, stay frosty with the plasmid that lets
Doorknobs are my enemy. Fort Dundee. I don't like that one's face. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
This fella Atlas has been making the rounds down here, trying to bring some kind of order to this pit. All the splicers think the man walks on water, but something about him smells stink to me. Reminds me a bit of my former employer, Frank Fontaine. Always talking about how he was going to lift Rapture right out of the old man's wallet. No fuss, no muss. See where that got him.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us who don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Just what we needed. All we need now is a CO2 scrubber. Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
Strange noises.
Get out here! Your supper's getting...
You're only hiding from yourself. Canary in a coal mine.
No one around?
Somebody's lurking about.
Still have the ability to scare off. get some work, but I want to get back to the reason. Hello?
Is it all that is your due? To do less is criminal. Obscene. There are no excuses in Rapture. Did you ask to be brought into this world?
Hey, I've got a family to feed.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why's that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, you'll suffocate. And one thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now I only see darkness,
You sent yourself here for a reason.
a debt,
If that's what you want to call it.
this Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker, some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning and a handful of lockpicks. The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. Gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. Maybe we'll find a scrubber on that. Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Steeply discounted, though.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
To beget the future, we must clear away the debris. This obliteration begins as ours.
Simple. Mind control everybody. Quick address system. That's how you do it, Kara. Just like that.
The waters surrounding Marietta's department store have been seeded with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the roofs. Write down
Genuine article.
Kara. ain't nothing but right for this town since Frank Fontaine died.
You keep your eye on the wall. How you stay on top? Eye on the wall.
I catch everything going on. Like how Ryan's controlling with those messages.
Maybe I hope you like me. Because I'd like nothing more than to be Miss Rapture in 1958.
I see it all, you know? Right here.
Misdirection from those
Just like that wacko Frank Fontaine.
Gosh, there's an awful lot of competition and they're all so pretty. Why, a girl can dream, can't she?
That's what this is. Incessant, unbounded pride into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs. First, the law gets bribery. Then, you want some fella in my privy advising me against it. What's next? Martial law?
Who's there? I warned you.
That only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
I ain't through with you yet.
Play. Guy might still be around.
I saw where you went. Through with you yet? A bootless errand, a snipe hunt. All told, an unprofitable use of time. Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
A Rapture reminder.
If that's what they
The
call
water
it.
surrounding Fontaine's apartment.
Ryan's minefield is well laid out, grant him that. Yeah, but what security system made that ain't got a hole or two in it? If I was taking book down at Fort Frolic, I wouldn't like my odds. If I jig left when I should go right, there ain't gonna be enough bits of me left to set a crab's table.
Another one.
Time to time. What of it? I've been told this town was friendly to free enterprise. Criminal dealings. Ha! Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course. Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs. First, the law gets bribery. Then, selling my next, martial law.
Of course, the buildings are being fabricated above the waves. But we will lower them on a lunette ring, submerged into the structure's steel frames. So much steel, you wonder. How will we keep so large a purchase from the government? Water is buoyant. We shall not frame Rapture in steel, but in aluminium. The government jackals may suspect me of building an air force, but never a city.
Give me the cold shoulder. When I find you... Well, enough of that. I got work to do. You're against it.
This is gonna be noisy.
I thought Rapture was open for business. I won't roll over for you.
Come on! This don't seem Jake to me. I ain't no moron!
Determined, uncompromising, defiant. You got me. First, the law gets bribery. Then, we want some belly in in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
A Rapture reminder. The water surrounding
God might still be around.
They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the rooms. Mike down at Fontaine is going to be...
Hurry up!
Got it. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Recently, I've been on something of a hiatus. Child star. I'm just a star. Period.
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Hey, Junior! Come on in and watch this. All right. Pay attention now. That's Ryan's got the formula. He's burning. I ain't letting a good lead like you get away.
You're against the guy making an honest buck. Simple. You want to
of CO2 poisoning the moment we turned the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see. What did I tell you?
First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from the Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Powerful device, very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Suchong wanted something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Fink has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for Suchong. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
Taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child,
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive a girl.
She must leave a woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No, there's a slot for some kind of key for manual winding. We just gotta find that.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yo, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us, ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
We've got the clock key. idiot his lock of hair.
Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my airship.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just constitute the name.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend. Booker.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
I have a pressing need to speak to this so-called false shepherd, stirring up so much trouble. We got enough problems without this damn fool shooting up the city and blaming it all on the Vox. Though if he's amiable, yeah, he might be just the fellow we need for our immediate concerns.
Fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
Forget it. I quit.
Where are you going?
You'll die screaming.
coming for you!
Better look elsewhere.
Hello, Pizzaface. You're next, you hear me?
I tell you, William, it's getting so the foxes are afraid of the hens. If Fink was going to hire a bunch of goons to keep an eye on the handymen, he should have found some with less yellow in the belly. Now they're hiding away from Tin Man invalids in their precious little guard room. If you need to get in there on your shift, the code is 2847.
To what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Luteces. Cross-reality collaboration. It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables. What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved. What's that?
It's a skeletal formula for oxytocin. That's the chemical that bonds mothers to children, women to men, and...
Songbirds to little girls?
Apparently not. Fink dismissed it as an unsuitable vector. These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so he left them to die. Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young. I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it a human?
Does it matter? I tried hypnotherapy.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect. He'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking that thinking, I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The line with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open! See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out. Who's that then?
Don't think you can hide from me. Gonna hunt you down.
I heard you.
What is that? Some kind of... And you think it was an animal?
What's going on? I'll find that piggy! Here I come!
What you got there? Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there. You see where she went?
Sing-a-ling! Since when did you become Lord and Master? Used to tell for the man. At least I told myself. Hey, who are you?
Yes, you ran.
Show yourself.
Kill her!
I have a pressing need to speak to this so-called false shepherd, stirring up so much trouble. We got enough problems without this damn fool shooting up the city and blaming it all on the Fox. Though if he's amiable, yeah, he might be just the fellow we need for our immediate concerns.
What you got there?
Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there. Hey!
Oh, he's getting
Someone's sneaking around.
Pull the box!
Daisy really even had a choice.
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. But she chose to die for her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
No, don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Just as coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
That's what the people need. But sometimes I feel all I have to offer them is blood and fire. The things they done to me, I can't forget them. I was Columbia's victim, and victimhood begets shame.
Pretty lady has the hair?
Experience is more corrosive than shame. I'm rotted from the inside out. What do I have to offer this revolution except my own dark motivations? When all is said and done, what's more important to me? The people I want to save? Or those I want to murder in their beds?
Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Pretty lady, put hair sample in tube.
Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Suchong! Suchong, we had a deal, now open...
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Suchong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity. He'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. No traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for Rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements, and Orion does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
Working my last nerve. What's going on?
They're down for the count.
This one's down for the count. They're not all easy targets, you get me?
I'll be there.
This one's down for the count. We're not all easy targets. I've got you cold. This won't take long.
Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
mood for this hide and seek. You're still here, aren't you? Where is she? Lady, you're working my last nerve.
I beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on the Lunette ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us. If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office. If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use. I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.